Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to talk about tips for playing when behind. If you haven't seen my previous video, please click the annotation in the top left corner of the screen. Now without further ado,
let's do this.
With the release of Pool Party Weekend, many players from every ELO has joined in to rack up community points. With that being said, this was the perfect opportunity for us noobs to gain some experience playing against people that are a lot better than us at this game. I was lucky enough to be laning against a platinum level Riven, and as you can see, I wasn't doing too well. After giving first blood to Riven, I wanted to step back a bit and focus on farming. I knew her harass could kill me after a couple of trades, so I just started to play passive. That didn't work either. I didn't realize that there was a duo platinum in the game. In came the platinum Lee Sin to set me behind even more. My guess is they really wanted to shut me down early so I could be completely useless later. After those few kills early, Riven pretty much had this lane to herself. There was nothing I could do against her at this point, but to make the situation worse, Lee Sin and Riven took advantage of my Silver 4 newbiness and decided to grab a couple more kills off of me to set them ahead even more. Now I was completely behind in gold, deprived of the most precious resource in the game. It was time for me to reevaluate the way I was playing, and hopefully these tips will help you as well. Let's start with the first tip, and in my opinion is the most important: controlling your emotions. Yeah, I was frustrated a bit that my lane got camped. I was super behind and there was nothing I could do to aid my team with at this point of time. Now was not the time to start getting saltier than the Atlantic Ocean. This wasn't the time to blame my jungler for no ganks, which would probably made the jungler say something along the line of me shouldn't have fed the Riven. And this would have started a flame war, putting our whole team on tilt. The next tip that you should keep in mind when behind is not overextending without vision. With your opponents really strong, they can easily come from behind and kill you without any difficulty. So trying to hurry and push down a turret while your opponent is out of lane won't work all of the time. As a safety precaution, I suggest you learn how to control the minion wave to your advantage. This is done by completely killing one wave and then killing the caster minions on the next incoming wave. Eventually your minions stack up and push down turrets without you being there. This is also great to do for lane pressure when you're ahead as well. If you're behind, then you lack golden levels. I suggest you ask your jungler can you farm his jungle a bit. If he has no problems with it, then I suggest killing the wolves, chickens, and if your jungler doesn't mind, Gromp. I highly suggest you not take red and blue buff because it'll be completely useless on you, and I'd rather the ADC or the APC have it. Since you're weaker than everyone else, try not to rush that damage item that you planned on getting early. Instead, I suggest you build more utility to help your stronger teammates out. Even when behind, you are still bound by a specific role and you never want to forget what exactly you are supposed to do in your team. If you are a tank, then stay at the front lines and let the enemies blow their cooldowns on you while you soak up as much damage as possible. If you're playing a carry role, keep towards the back line and use your abilities to peel the enemy's health down. If you're support, make sure you're bringing as much utility to the team as possible with your heals, stuns, etc. The final thought you should keep in mind is that you are being carried by your team. What this means is you should protect your strongest teammates to ensure their success in team fights. Using these tips in this long, challenging game gave me the opportunity to come back and be useful to my teammates even though I was 0-9 15 minutes in the game. A lot of players tend to think a game is over just because their lane was lost, but the never surrender mentality that I have, I knew there were things that I could do to still help my team out and win this match. Eventually the enemy team grew impatient and we used their mistakes to our advantage, which gave us a sweet taste of victory. So yeah, even platinum players make mistakes. I hope you enjoyed my tips for playing when behind. Please leave a like if you took anything out of this video. And if you want to see more content, I highly suggest you subscribe. I try to release a video every other day. If you want to suggest a discussion, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching and see you next time.